What's up guys, Sunny here, and I just had a look at my YouTube comments and people were basically shitting on me on the recently released Monster Hunter review. Well, they're saying, I did this, I did that, blah, 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 they're like talking shit. So I thought, might as well have a look at what people are saying and see if they have a point. As you can see, I am getting a lot of comments. Look at all these PhD theses that I'm getting on my face. So I thought I would just, make a quick list and talk about what the hell they're saying. Okay, fine. First thing, optimization is bad. Okay, I agree with that. Optimization was very bad for me when I was playing. There would be randomly I get these stutters where I would feel like, oh, the game, like something is struggling in my system. Now keep in mind, guys, I have a 7600X and a 4060, like the RTX 4060, right? So it's not like this is the worst PC or anything. It's just the last gen, and I think it's pretty reasonable medium range budget kind of PC, I mean, not everyone has to have a 4090, right? So the main comments, let's go over the comments and then see what they said, right? They said like, oh, run the game in 1080p with DLSS or FSR, and then it doesn't, upscale. Bro, the whole point of DLSS and upscaling is that it runs at a lower resolution and then boosts it up, right? Guess what? That thing was on by default. So like, it's not like I went in the settings and messed with that, right? No, I left everything as standard as it was supposed to be. And it was pretty shit. Kind of like, it was like looking at blur, past 5 meters away from the player. Okay, and then the next point was frame gen is optional. Okay, sure, it might be optional, but then why is it pushed so hard? I mean, it's not just me who's saying that. I was going through and actually just checking out if I'm an idiot. Over here, like, there's this guy, Daniel Owen. He made a very, very popular Monster Hunter Wilds optimization video, right? And he's talking about how when he's running the thing, it would actually push the frame gen on all the time, right? Look at this thing. Expected to run at 1080p upscaled at 60 FPS with frame gen. That means it's running at 540p and then boosting it to 1080 and then adding in fake frames. Like, come on, brother, what do you mean? All right, and there was a small clip here of him walking around. Yeah, bro, look at the screen tearing and all that stuff. What is this, bro? He's running on a 5070 Ti with a 9800X 3D. Bro, that's messed up. Look at how much tearing there is. Oh, forget it, bro. And then the next comment was, and yeah, by the way, I recommend watch this video fully. Guys, I'll link it in the description, by the way. So the next thing is, oh, they made this game so much better for the new players. They added so many quality of life features. Well, pause right there, bro. The reason why you call it quality of life features is because you were playing the previous game and you didn't have the features. That's why it's a quality of life improvement, okay? So, okay, fine. So the old players get a quality of life improvement. Agreed. But then what about the people who just started, bro? They're saying, oh, use a different weapon if you keep missing. Okay, bro, if I use first, like 2 points about that. First thing, if I use a different weapon, then what's the point of giving me that option in the beginning? Where is the thing that says hard for beginners? Like, beginners use this weapon, not these ones. There's no such thing that says, hey, as a beginner, use this stuff. Like, if you're not a beginner, then use whatever you want. There's nothing about pushing the new players to use a specific kind of weapon to make it easier for them, okay? And secondly, okay, some weapons are easier than others. I agree, there should be some weapons that are harder than the other ones, right? But then tell me, bro, like, tell me, damn, which weapons are these, right? Like, how do you expect me to know what those weapons are? I just picked whatever looked cool. I thought, hey, I got a sword and a big-ass axe thing. Oh, shit, I have 2 weapons in one. Must be a good idea. But nope, it was dumb as hell, bro. I kept missing every single shot. Whatever. Okay, so then they comment and say, oh, use focus mode to aim, bro. Bro, why did they need a focus mode? It was because the fucking locking on the mob as from the player's perspective was dog shit. That's why they needed a focus mode so you can accurately aim like as if you're using a gun or whatever. Bro, come on. You have a big fucking target. It shouldn't be that hard to lock the camera onto it. Like in Elden Ring, for example. In Elden Ring, when I'm locked onto a target, it is almost impossible for my attacks to miss because all my attacks are always directed at the object, right? I'm never actually gonna miss it as long as I, yeah, there are some specific skill moves and stuff which aim in a direction off of the player, not towards the enemy. But most attacks, bro, we're talking just regular attacks, right? They auto aim. Like, I don't need to have played any Dark Souls ever to play Elden Ring. And you're telling me I am wrong for saying that there needs to be auto aiming? Come on, bro. It's a basic quality of life feature. You want to make it hard on yourself, just turn it off, right? You want to be a pro gamer, bro, do your thing. But don't shit on other people trying to, you know, pick up the game and realize, oh shit, I actually need to learn this game for like 4 or 5 hours before I can actually start enjoying it. What's the point of a game if I have to study it, bro? Get out of here. That's not a good point at all. Focus mode is great for the people who are slightly new to it, not completely new to it like I was. All right, then the next point was, all right, the game is short, you know, that's only because I played the beta, I didn't play the full game, whatever. Bro, you're telling me that adding in new story with DLC is a good idea? Come on, bro. Let's be real here. Look at this. I'm looking at the max all-time chart on Steam DB, right? Look at that. Peak of, let's say the peak on March 1st was 1.38 million players. Okay, fantastic. But then they dropped to like 592 by 2 weeks. 2 weeks, half the people left. 2 weeks, bro, more than half the people left. Let's say it's 600,000. And this is like 1.4 million. That's like 800,000 people leaving. 800,000, bro. And you're looking at the owner estimations, right? Let's use the biggest estimate, 5.75 million. Okay, 5.75 million copies sold. That ain't anything, something like crazy. Like, yeah, that's a great success as one of the fastest selling games by Capcom ever. Sure, I agree. But bro, their PC port is dog shit. No wonder 800,000 people left in like 2 weeks. It runs like shit. Game is short and it's buggy and it's annoying to play with a controller. There's like so many different controls to learn as a new player. By the time you get used to it, you're already fed up with all the graphical issues. So, I don't think it's all that. I mean, look at this, right? Store data. Number 4 in top sellers. Wow, that's fucking good news. It's amazing, right? Look at that. 98,000 positive reviews, 69,000 negative reviews. I don't know any game that sold, you know, this much and had these numbers, bro. This is like indie game type of reviews. Like a lot of people liking it, a lot of people disliking it. Like, nah, bro, I ain't with all that. So, my opinion, you know, although it became the fastest selling game in just 3 days with 8 million sales, if you combine the, what do you call it? The consoles as well as the Steam charts, the ones over here, right? Sure, great success for them, but it ain't it, boss. It ain't it for me. And all these guys, you know, writing all these PhD theses on me, bro. Okay, yeah, I really appreciate the fact that you went out of your way to leave a comment. And, you know, like I said in the video, if you do want to cry about it, I hope you left a comment. And thank you for your comments. I would read them later. Although I did say that I didn't read them, which is a lie. I just didn't read them at that time. Now I read them. And yeah, I mean, your comments are all coming from a point of view of a person who has been playing or been used to the Monster Hunter series and is now enjoying the fresh coat of paint on the game, so to speak. Me, as a new player, just had a shit time, bro. Like, if I had a good time, why would I not just buy the game and play it? Oh no, maybe because I didn't enjoy it. So again, I think it's just me, end of the day. Like, it is my perspective. And again, if you don't agree with it, leave some more comments on this video and we can go back and forth. But I don't think that's a good idea. So, you know, again, guys, these are your comments, these are your opinions, and you're entitled to it. And I totally get it. And just like you, I'm entitled to my opinion. This is my all that shit. So anyways, see you guys here on the next video where I do some new games, probably looking at a Menti or looking at something like what was it called, Rope or some shit, like I don't know. Then there's also like a couple more games I want to try out. So yeah, stay tuned for that, boys. Like, sub, share, all that stuff. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Peace.